I'm Tiffany Michelle here at the 888 Poker Live London weekend, and we have royalty in the house, Chris Eubank Jr. What is a world-famous boxer such as yourself doing in a casino?
Getting ready to compete in the knockout tournament that 888 Poker has set up for me. I've never really played in any big tournaments, so this is kind of a first for me, so I'm really excited.
But you play poker. You like to play poker. You said you were playing all night long.
I was playing poker until 9 a.m. this morning. I need a coffee right now. I've told my guy to get me a latte. But I've only ever played cash games. I understand that tournaments is like a whole different mindset, a whole different approach. You gotta be a lot tighter with your gameplay.
Sure.
Not so much bluffing. I love to bluff, so I'm gonna have to taper that down today. But I'm looking forward to the challenge.
And was last night a winning session or a losing session? I think that's going to indicate how good you're going to do coming into today.
I did extremely well last night.
There you go.
I'm happy to say it's always good to go into a game knowing that you did well in the last game, because it's less pressure, When you've lost a lot, then it's like, oh, I got to get it back, Now I'm happy. So, I'm going to be focused, tight, and responsible with my poker, which is completely the opposite to how I was last night because of how crazy all these guys were that I was playing with. But now I'm playing with professional tournament players and seasoned grinders, so I've got to switch up the game plan.
Focused, tight, and responsible. See, I think you have the makings to be like a full-on professional poker player if that's your mindset.
Well, it is. I mean, I've never played tournaments before, but everyone tells me you got to be tight. You got to play. You got to play.
You can bluff. You just have to pick your spots and know who you're bluffing. Bluffing is part of the game. You can't just play tight, especially in a shootout like this. I think it's gonna go quickly. Okay. So you won't have all the time in the world to play tight. You just, when you sit down, you'll feel it. Like you're a boxer, you know how to feel things out, right?
I do. Yes, I have a very good feel for the situations I'm in, and the 10K bounty on my head also means that I'm probably not going to get many opportunities to bluff because people are going to just be calling me with whatever because they want the 10K, right? So I've got to take that into consideration with what I'm doing. I can't wait to see what happens.
All right, and really quick, what are some similarities between boxing and poker? I actually think everything you said so far is alluded to the mindset that a boxer has coming to poker player. What are some similarities?
You know what? Boxing has actually really prepared me well for a life in poker. When you're in the ring, when you're fighting, you can't give your opponent any signal, any sign of anything. So if you're hurt, if you're tired, if you're upset, if you're angry, you have to have, no pun intended, a poker face. You have to. You can't give anything away. And it's exactly the same on the tables. If you make the nuts, you've got to sit there and act like you have nothing. You can't give anything away because the good players will know. They'll read you and they'll exploit that, just the same as your opponent in the ring will. So that, I think, has prepared me well for the poker life, and I like to think that my poker face is actually very good.
You mentioned getting in the ring. What poker pro would you never want to get in the ring at the poker table, heads up against? Who do you idolize? You're like, oh no, I never want to play that person heads up.
Well, I've played some of the best players in the world already. Yeah, I've played with Phil Hellmuth. I've played with Tom Dwan.
No big deal.
They kicked my ass, but it was an awesome experience. The only way you get better in poker is by playing with people that are better than you. I wasn't playing heads up with them. I would never do that. But I was,
because you're not stupid.
No, I like money. I don't want to light it on fire. But playing with them, watching how they play, it was an awesome experience, and I learned a lot.
All right, well listen, Chris, my money's on you today in the Chris Eubank Jr. Knockout Challenge. And will we get to see more of you now that you're an 888 Poker ambassador on the 888 Poker circuit?
Absolutely. Tournaments, I will be playing a lot of them over the next year. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. All
right, well, welcome to the 888 Poker family. I'm Tiffany Michelle. This is Poker News, and we are coming to you from the 888 Poker Live weekend in London.